6 o'clock, the state is exploring whether to charge registration and licensing fees on canoes, kayaks, and paddle boards. News Channel 5's Gabrielle Saran is live near the Jupiter Inlet to explain more. Gabrielle?
Kelly, a special panel is set to meet tomorrow to decide whether to recommend those fees to the Fish and Wildlife Commission. That proposal would require registration fees for vessels like these, but at what cost? Paddleboarding in Jupiter and taking in the scenery is like nowhere else.
There's a real peaceful freedom.
Today was Linda Wagner's niece Allie's first time on a paddleboard. They rented theirs from the Jupiter Outdoor Center.
It was a blast. Love it. Yeah, I wish I would have done it sooner.
But both women agree if the cost to rent paddleboards goes up, they'd probably think twice about sharing this experience.
If I'm coming from out of state with my family, is it worth it for my kids? Is it better than a beach day?
That could be the case if a state boating panel recommends paddleboards, kayaks, and canoes be licensed. Jupiter Water Sports Director Ryan Sullivan would have to pay to register every one of his 45 paddleboards and kayaks.
Multiply that by the amount of watercraft that we have, and then multiply that the number of years we're in business, and that's going to subtract from our bottom line.
Supporters of the fees argue they'll generate money for the state for grants, law enforcement, and boating safety initiatives. To that, Sullivan told me,
we would hate for those funds to be wasted or squandered on non-paddling and non-industry specific programs.
And I want to stress that this proposal is in the very early stages. Details, including costs and fees, are still being worked out. Now, the panel is expected to meet in Orlando tomorrow. Implementing all this would ultimately require approval by the state legislature. We're live in Jupiter. Gabrielle Saran, WPTV News Channel 5.